5 minutes ago, Kim Soo-hyun's half-sister breaks silence on his relationship with Kim Sae-ron. What truth has been buried for years, so explosive that even family couldn't stay silent any longer? In a stunning revelation that no one saw coming, Kim Soo-hyun's half-sister has finally spoken out, shattering the silence surrounding his mysterious connection with Kim Sae-ron. Red Carpet Revealed invites you to dive deep into the secrets, the whispers, and the shocking confession that could change everything. Let's uncover the truth, right now. For over a decade, Kim Soo-hyun has lived under the glow of stardom. To the world, he was the ultimate leading man, reserved, talented, scandal-free. Fans called him the nation's actor, and his silence was his strongest shield. But what if that silence was not protection, but a prison? Today, that silence cracked, in a confession that sent shockwaves across the industry just 5 minutes ago. Kim Joo-na, Kim Soo-hyun's half-sister, stepped out of the shadows with a statement so raw, so shattering, it has ignited a firestorm of controversy. Her claim? That Kim Soo-hyun and Kim Sae-ron, the young actress once labeled Korea's brightest child star, were not only romantically involved, but entangled in a hidden relationship riddled with obsession, secrecy, and emotional control, and that she, as a member of the family, watched it all unfold from behind a locked door. This isn't about hatred, it's about truth. The confession came in the form of a handwritten note photographed and uploaded to Kim Joo-na's now deactivated social media account. "I've carried this secret for too long," the note began. "I thought it would fade with time. But instead, it haunted me." What followed was a series of revelations that dismantled the image of Kim Soo-hyun the public has clung to for years. According to Kim Joo-na, the relationship between her brother and Kim Sae-ron began much earlier than the public ever imagined, and far outside the boundaries of what many would consider appropriate. They met more often than people knew. She wasn't just a colleague to him. She wasn't just a friend. She was something else, someone who held part of him that even his own sister could never reach. The private world they shared. In vivid, sometimes disturbing detail, Joo-na described how the two grew closer in secret. Private meetings late at night. Phone calls that lasted until sunrise. Sudden mood shifts in Kim Soo-hyun whenever her name came up in conversation. "I watched him spiral. I watched him lose his grip. He was obsessed, but terrified of being exposed. He said, 'If anyone finds out, I'm done.' She's done." By 2018, the relationship, though never publicly confirmed, had begun to take a toll. Kim Sae-ron, who had once been known for her youthful energy and charisma, suddenly vanished from the spotlight for weeks at a time. She grew quieter, her eyes dimmed. She would come to the house when no one was supposed to know. Sometimes, she looked like she hadn't slept for days. Sometimes, she cried in the stairwell while he locked himself in his room. A breaking point. The climax of Joo-na's testimony came with one unforgettable night. It was December, cold, almost freezing. "I heard yelling. Not a fight, something worse. He screamed like someone had ripped his soul out. And when I walked past the door, I saw her. She was curled up on the floor, shaking." Their world had collapsed that night. It was the last time Kim Sae-ron visited the house. Joo-na claims, within months, Sae-ron would begin making headlines of her own controversies, sudden public disappearances, and eventually her complete withdrawal from the industry. Kim Soo-hyun? He returned to work, smiling, as if nothing ever happened. Why speak now? When asked why she waited until now, Kim Joo-na wrote, "Because I couldn't lie anymore. Because Kim Sae-ron reached out to me. Because I saw the messages. And because someone out there needs to know, this perfect man, this national icon, is not who he seems." In her final words before deactivating her account, she added, "I'm not asking you to hate him. I'm asking you to see him." In just minutes after the confession went live, Korean forums, international fan sites, and major news platforms have erupted. Some fans are in denial. Others are demanding answers. Kim Soo-hyun's management has yet to release a statement, but insiders suggest legal teams are already reviewing the situation. Meanwhile, #Kim Soo-hyun and #Kim Sae-ron have begun trending globally, this time not for a new drama, but for the one that was unfolding in real life all along. But the question on everyone's lips is not just what did he do? It's, why is she speaking now? To the public, Kim Soo-hyun and Kim Joo-na have always been distant. Though they share a father, their lives took drastically different paths. He rose to superstardom with hit dramas and box office films. She struggled in the shadows of the same industry, attempting to build a career as a singer without the spotlight of her brother. While it was confirmed in 2015 that they were related by blood, neither of them ever appeared in public together. In fact, Soo-hyun rarely acknowledged her existence at all. Some called it privacy. Others now call it erasure. So when Joo-na's statement dropped, detailing unsettling behavior, hidden meetings, and a piece of evidence kept for years, the betrayal wasn't just shocking. It was biblical. The evidence. I kept it because I was afraid. I'm not afraid anymore, in her tell-all post, which was quickly archived before being taken down. Joo-na wrote, "There is something I've held onto for years. I didn't share it because I didn't know what would happen to me if I did. But things have changed. I'm not afraid anymore. What is this something?" While she didn't post the actual file or item, she described it as a recording, one that could prove what really happened between him and a girl everyone thought he barely knew. Online communities quickly linked this to rumors surrounding Kim Soo-hyun and Kim Sae-ron, the former child actress whose name has been increasingly tied to Soo-hyun in a web of mystery, coded messages, and timeline inconsistencies. You'll hear him. You'll hear how he controlled everything. And you'll understand why she couldn't speak. Joo-na claimed. The real question, why now? Perhaps the most puzzling part of this development isn't what she's saying, but when she's saying it. Why would a family member, especially one who has remained silent for years, suddenly make a move this risky? Some possible answers being whispered in media backchannels include 1. Retaliation or revenge. Speculations are rising that Soo-hyun may have cut off financial support or intervened in Joo-na's recent projects. Industry insiders claim she was recently dropped from a TV show with no explanation, possibly due to pressure from higher places. 2. Protecting someone else? Some believe Joo-na isn't acting for herself, but on behalf of Kim Sae-ron. They suggest that Sae-ron may have contacted her privately, pushing her to reveal the truth before it's too late. If she reached out to me now, it means she's scared. Or worse, she's being silenced. Joo-na hinted cryptically. 3. A final act of conscience. It could also be guilt. In her post, Joo-na admitted she saw things and said nothing, and that silence has eaten her alive. Legal firestorm ahead? Although no formal charges have been announced, and the so-called evidence has not yet been verified, legal experts warn that if the recording exists and is genuine, it could open a new criminal investigation. Depending on what's on the tape, this could fall under coercion, defamation, or even obstruction of justice if it implicates prior cover-ups, said a Seoul-based attorney specializing in celebrity cases. Meanwhile, Kim Soo-hyun's agency has declined to comment, an omission that many find louder than denial. The most haunting part of this entire story may not be the potential legal implications, but the emotional betrayal lying underneath. In Korean culture, family bonds, especially between siblings, carry deep social weight. To break that bond so publicly is to declare war. And yet, Joo-na remains unapologetic. This isn't about being his sister. This is about what's right. Blood is not an excuse to protect wrong. What happens next? Fans, journalists, and the industry are watching with bated breath. Will she release the full recording? Will Kim Soo-hyun issue a statement? Will Kim Sae-ron finally speak? For now, all we have is silence from one side, and thunder from the other. But one thing is clear. This is no longer just a scandal. It's a reckoning.